What's up everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in, and in today's video we're going to be talking about a $25,000 wholesale deal I did in Texas. This was a completely virtual wholesale deal and I sold it to a hedge fund, so make sure you stick around to the end of the video. Also, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you go down below, hit the red button and subscribe to the channel. It helps me reach more people and impact more lives, so I'd really appreciate it if you go subscribe. Other than that, let's get right into the video. Alright, so first off, let's talk about how we got the lead. We got the lead from cold calling marketing. We got the lead from cold calling a high equity list out in Houston, Texas. When we got on the phone with the seller, we found out that the seller's lease with the tenants was coming to an end and he was going to want to sell the property. So the seller basically wanted $50,000 less than the ARV, the after repair value. And with all the repairs that the property needed, $50,000 was not enough of a discount for it to be a regular wholesale deal. So in order for us to make this a deal, we knew we were going to have to sell it to a hedge fund or an end buyer. And so we realized, there was enough room in order to make, a $25,000 assignment fee to a hedge fund. So we started looking at the deal with that exit strategy and looking at it in that way. So what we told the seller, with our normal purchasing strategy, we normally cannot pay that much in cash for the property. But sometimes we are able to submit your property to a hedge fund and they're able to fund it for us at that price that you want. We just need between 3 to 7 days in order to get a response back from them. The seller agreed to giving us about a week to get a response back from the hedge fund, and so what we did is we had him send us pictures of every room in the property, the backyard, the hot water heater, the AC unit, and everything like that. And then we took all the information about the property, the beds, bathrooms, square footage, and all those pictures, and we submitted all that information to the hedge fund. The seller wanted $350,000 for the property, and so we submitted it to the hedge fund at $375,000, trying to make a $25,000 assignment fee. After about a week of waiting, we got the response back from the hedge fund, and they were ready to buy the deal for $375,000, and we knew we'd be able to make a $25,000 assignment fee. So then instead of doing an assignment contract, we actually just did a purchase contract with the hedge fund. So instead of using an assignment contract, we just used another purchase contract, and we had them purchase it from us for that $375,000, and that would leave us $25,000 of profit between our original contract with the seller and the one with the hedge fund. So now that we had all the paperwork done, we sent that all to title, and now we just waited. We waited till the close of escrow. The close of escrow was in 30 days. So we just waited, we waited, and after about 20 days, I reached out to him and I was like, how's it going with the tenant moving out? And he's like, I lended my truck to the tenant, but I don't know that he's gonna be able to move everything out. And he's being a little, aggressive and angry about the situation, having to move out and having to move all his stuff. So I got on the phone with the tenant. I was like, are you going to be able to move everything out? He's like, yep, I get paid on Friday. I'm going to get a storage unit and I'm going to move everything. I'm like, awesome, sounds great. Thank you so much. So another 5, 6, 7 days goes by, and I call the seller. I'm like, how's it going? Have you checked in on him? And he's like, it looks terrible. I was even over there helping him move stuff out, and it looks like he moved stuff back into the house and it is a complete mess. I call the tenant, I say, what's going on? He's like, I didn't get paid in time, I couldn't get the storage unit, blah, 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 with excuses. Not good, right? Not good. So I told him, you got to get all your stuff out. So I gave him another 3 days to get all his stuff out. After those 3 days, I called the seller, I called the tenant, how's it going? Not good. There was so much stuff left in the house. I had the seller send me pictures of how much is left, and it was crazy. It turns out this tenant was a hoarder, literally a hoarder. He had all this junk in the backyard, in the house, that he wanted to keep. He didn't want to get rid of it. He thought it was important and good to keep and worth money. He didn't want to get rid of it, even though it was just junk. So, at this point, it's not cleaned out. I gave him, plenty of time. I followed up, gave him 3 extra days to move all the crap out. Still, we have a mess. At this point, I had to take it into my own hands and deal with the situation, because with the hedge fund, they like to buy the property broom swept clean. And if I can't provide the property broom swept clean, fully cleaned out, the hedge fund isn't going to buy it, and I'm going to lose 25 grand. So I took the situation into my own hands, and you're not going to believe how much money this cost me to clean out the property and how many headaches came with it. First off, I ordered a 20-yard dumpster. This cost me $380. I got that dropped at the property. Next, I hired 3 people to trash out the property. They charged me $160 an hour. It took them 8 hours to fill that dumpster, and it was only half the property cleaned out. So now, not only did I only have half the property cleaned out, I had a full 20-yard dumpster. I didn't realize, but I needed to order a 40-yard dumpster. So now I had another issue to deal with. I got to get this dumpster removed. I got to get a new dumpster delivered or figure out another way to remove the junk. The dumpster is overfilled. I'm going to have to pay for overage on tons on the dumpster. I need to have my guys come back, take some stuff off the top of the dumpster, so that way the guy picking up the dumpster would take it. So it just became a massive, massive headache. So I'm already into the trash out about $1,000 at this point, and now I got to figure out how to get this dumpster removed ASAP and how to get the rest of the junk out. So I got the dumpster removed, and then I found another crew of guys that would go out and clean out the rest of the property. And they would haul the stuff themselves with their own truck. They didn't need a dumpster. And they charged $140 a load, not by the hour, by the load. So I had them go out, clean out the rest of the property, and it cost me another like $600. So in total, it cost me just under $2,000 to trash out the property, which is just unreal. And I forgot to mention, the close of escrow was on June 22nd, and this property closed on July 10th. So it got delayed from June 22nd all the way to July 10th because of all this junk, because of this huge mess. So not all these wholesale deals are super easy. Sometimes they can become very challenging and you lose money during the process. And it was also such a challenge because obviously I'm in Arizona, not in Texas. I can't personally go to the property and help clean it out or deal with the situation. So I'm dealing with it all virtual, which is another headache. But ultimately, it cost me around $2,000 to trash out the property. So $25,000 assignment fee minus the $2,000, I made around $23,000 profit on this deal. Ultimately, what you got to remember in real estate, not all the deals are easy. Actually, matter of fact, most of the deals have challenges, and that's just part of the game. And that's what keeps real estate interesting. That keeps me intrigued in the business, because it's like you're always trying to solve a puzzle to try to figure out how to push past these problems in order to get deals closed so you can get paid. And it's kind of fun, but it also becomes really stressful. Like Brandon Simmons, the creative finance mentor here out in Arizona, he was in my office training my guys on the day that I was dealing with the dumpster being overfilled, and I'm pacing back and forth in the office, extremely stressed out. So, there is major headaches, there is major stress when deals go sideways, but ultimately it keeps real estate interesting, trying to figure out how to push past these problems and get paid. A lot of you were asking me to bring you some of these challenging deals rather than just showing you the easy ones, so I hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure to hit the like button. Also, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you go down below, hit the red button, and subscribe to the channel. It helps me reach more people and impact more lives, so I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe. Also, there is links below in the description for every single thing you need in order to wholesale real estate and get deals, and all those links will give you discounts on all those services. So make sure you check out the links in the description. But other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.